Boom, boom. This is Ken. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Soul Land Reloaded today. All right, so I decided to go ahead and do a quick video just to give you an idea of where we're at here and what we're going on. So I'm already up to 355. I made a huge jump when I did my enhancements today on weapons, whatnot. Basically, a lot of hidden weapons because if you take a look at the time limited events. You'll notice the weekly gift bag is out. As I said, you should always be looking at this. And they had hidden weapon is the specialty. So as you can see, managed to get a bunch of hidden weapon information, which allowed me to create a new hidden weapon, which I didn't have before, which was the Terror of Ghosts. As you can see, I don't have an S fitting for it yet, so I'm going to go ahead and focus on one of these S's we got down here. As you can see. I've been mostly feeding them into, recycling them and reusing them for other ones. So, but I'm going to have to start focusing on one more. So I'm probably going to do, probably, maybe the tiers or something like that. I haven't really decided as to what I'm going to do as of yet, but that's something to do. But I went ahead and fit that on Phoenix. Try to get, an SS on all of the actual main characters for your first two teams is what you want to try to do. So that's where I'm at right now. But yeah, so I was able to create that. I was able to bring up some of the others up a notch, in their upgrading. So that allowed me to jump a lot. I also went ahead and brung Clear Sky up to 4-star, or I'm sorry, 4-sun, as you can see. This allowed me to get a bunch of some people. I think you need to focus on this. The Sword Force trials right here. You get 720 for each one of these that you light up, and so this is an immense amount of diamonds that you get, and it's a good good time to do that and spend that because they do have the time limited group buy up. Now that I've got that much diamonds, I'm going to go ahead and be making a couple of purchases. I'm going to go ahead and finish out the weekly gift bag. 60 essence is good. This can be used to do anything. It's pretty expensive, but for 60 that's actually not a bad price. There's only 2 of them, so that's all of the weekly gift bag, and I've still got 32, so I've got a bunch of that. Also remember to claim your Monday diamonds from the weekend, Saturday, Sunday login, the 30 minutes and the 12 warships. So you want to make sure you don't lose that. As I mentioned in the last video, the bow event is up. This is going to be going on for another day. So make sure that, there's some pretty good stuff in here. You definitely want to get all of the Soulmaster sale items except for the A+. I mean, if you're a middle player, like a new player, or somebody that hasn't, got a lot of S's or something, yes, this will be a good thing for you to purchase because this can give you a bunch of shards for an A+ of your choice. And there's some not bad egg Flander. I'm sorry, not Flander. Flander is pretty good if you're looking for someone to choose in that. The best one is, of course, I used her. You get her for. She's one of the characters that they give you for free. She's an excellent character. I maxed her out to 5-star. I got rid of course, I recycled her, set her back to base 1. But I used her for a numerous amount of time. She's an excellent maid. So you might want to put shards and buff her up as well too. Remember, you can recycle those shards and use them on something else. And then finally, when it comes to the plap, you can dissolve the shards for them and get the stones, which I do this on a regular basis. I will go into dissolve my Soulmaster shards, and I will dissolve all these to get the shop stones, because you use these stones quite frequently inside of the shop to purchase that. But it's also used for cultivation. If you're doing not cultivation, it's also used for the physical skills. Okay, so each time you crack up one of your physical skills, Okay, it uses these stones as well. So you want to make sure that you have a lot of them, as well as inside of uh, the shop, not the sect. The shop, you'll find that I actually like that store really well. The Soulmaster shop. I enjoy this shop simply because the fact that you can get a lot of stuff from within here that's really good. I mean, if you're running low on gold, they'll always have gold or soul force potions in here that you can get, as well as a lot of shards for S characters. See right here for 200. I mean, I'll take that. That's 4 shards right there. Sometimes you'll see that some of these are the ones that you actually are currently in the process of collecting. So you want to get those goes as well. And you can refresh this up. I mean, if you go for it, if you do it, you have the base that you take, which chooses all the stuff, and you can refresh it. And then let's do one quick buy. I'll just show you here. So as you can see, I have everything checked in here that is associated with just the stones, not using my diamonds. I control my diamond flow to the extent that none of my shops use diamonds. I manually skirt through the shops when I'm going to use diamonds. But as you can see, anything that's associated with stones I have, so I confirm the purchase on that. So it's going to go, it'll automatically do this for you, and you can get a lot of the actual materials that you're using for enhancements and whatnot. And because you can get a rather large number of these of this currency, it's all right to be a little, I like to say, loose. So I use gold, soul force potions, experience potions, as well as the materials, as well as the S shards for characters, of course. And since you get a lot of A plus shards and A shards just on a daily basis that are virtually useless to you once you get up to mid-level, this is an easy way to get your hands on some stuff and keep your materials keeping a large source of materials on hand. See, this here is just one swipe. I got 4, 8, 12, 24. I got 32 shards, S shards, 128 potions, and then all of these materials, these are red materials, so they will at one time be used. So, and it's do it, and you can do it multiple times. And then what's nice about it is that refreshment of the shop after the automatic refreshers run out, it uses those stones again. It does not use your diamonds. So this is really good. So that's one of the reasons that you should be using the regenerate option up the top. Okay, so there's nothing new in terms of that other than the time limited event, weekly gift bag coming up. Make sure to claim your Super Monday. In terms of that, the events are still going on. Okay, make sure you do your Heaven Dew Festival as always. And of course, the red packet drop stops today. I didn't do too bad, 1110. So should easily make the max out the chest. But keep focusing on these. Okay, keep focusing on the 2 billion. You want to get all of these set up by the 1st. So we have like 3 days. This one takes 60. Okay, and she takes 40. So these are going to be the 2 difficult ones to get, but you should be able to get them inside of here as well. When you do the roll, you get, I think, like 5 a day on the fortune. You can see how to get that just from playing the game. So you can get the actual shards that way. You should be able to get most of them by the time, but if you do get them, then you will be in the split. And that's what you're going for. Okay, there's 2 billion diamonds out there, and those diamonds are going to be a split among the people who complete this. 22,000 have done it so far, 22,316. And I'm at 30, so I'll be able to get my hands tomorrow. I should be able to take care of nothing wrong, and then I'll be able to take care of Woo shortly after that. So I should be able to get there. I think we'll have enough to actually do it. It'll be close. These right here, as you can see, we've still got 40 on the last day. So right here, they're giving you enough just within the login to actually complete that. But you're going to have to log in, okay, and click on this. It's very important. That'll give you the 5 free rolls and the shards that you need to complete this. And then you'll be in this space. It's going to be a large amount of diamonds, okay? Uh, that's that, but it's something that you need to focus on, okay? So if you're not focused on it now, because this is amazing, 2 billion diamonds, okay? So we're about 324.41, so 324. We're about halfway through right now. So assuming that it continues at this pace, you could probably expect probably it's going to speed up towards the end, of course, as the login rewards hit for those of us who didn't get really lucky. And for those of us who didn't, spend money to get it done immediately, I'm not exactly sure why anybody would need to do that. It would be a waste. Um, you know, you know, it just would not be advisable since they're giving you enough to do it free, and nobody gets if paying for it does not give you the first ones who number one who completed this is not going to get any more than the last person that completes this. It's going to be divided evenly amongst all the people who complete. Okay, the fortunes. If you complete all the fortunes, you get it's divided. So estimate 75,000, divide that into 2 billion, and that's how much you're going to get. That's a lot of diamonds. It's probably going to be closer to, I'm expecting probably about 100 is what I'm thinking. Um, Probably about 100,000 people are going to complete this, but still divide that into 2 billion, and that's a hunk of diamonds, people, a hunk of diamonds. Yeah, definitely want to complete it. It's a really, a lot of people have been putting this event down, but you got to understand this is not an anniversary event. Okay, this is a half anniversary event. Most games don't even have this. I don't know of any game who's had a 6 month event. The big event comes at the anniversary, but this is a half anniversary, and they did a really good job with this. They give you a lot of stuff. I mean, there's some really good stuff in here. Okay, this resource exchange. These are S, not SS. I first saw those, I was like, oh my gosh, they're giving SS skins. No, they're S skins, simply because of the fact that this right here is both, and we have and you can look at that, Tang Ched. These are Gume. These are characters. These are S characters. There's no SS Gume out there. So these are all SS characters or S characters. But they're still nice if you want to just dress up in S character. I'm not using one, so I'm probably not going to do. I mean, if I come up to the point where I'm going to have shards left over after purchasing everything down here, then yeah, I would do that. But I doubt very seriously if I am. Uh, we're at 5 days and I've already got 76. So I'll probably be able to get half of the stuff. But I'm definitely going to go ahead and purchase the shards, the hidden weapon shards. I definitely want to snatch up the soulbone shards here, and of course you want to get the integral props for the awakening item. And then this stuff all here is lower, but you definitely want to get that. But yeah, now that we've got a bunch of actual diamonds, I'm going to go ahead and purchase this because I'd say I've got 32,000. So that Soul Force thing. But yeah, you get 720 each light up. So in one light up, you're probably looking at nearly 7,200 diamonds. And I just did a bunch of them because I brung Clear Sky up to 4. Because that was the one that was holding me back was 2 at 4 suns. You have to have 2 characters at 4 sun. And I had Chen. I hadn't done him, but I got it. I got enough today to actually do it without having to dip into any of the ones I'm holding on to for the time being. So I went ahead and snatched him up and brought him up to 4. It was 1,550 shards, and to take him up to 5, it is 1,690 shards. So this is probably a good 2 months of collection to get that many. But it's not that much of a difference if you look at the shards for them. It's 1420, so it's only a couple hundred more. So like, but unfortunately, my next Soul Force leap that I'm going to have to take is actually getting one Soul Master to 5 suns, and that'll allow me to jump that one. That'll probably allow me to finish this one up and that's going to be 720 each one I light up as I continue those. So plus the attribute bonuses that you get. These are all team-based attribute bonuses, which is another good thing. So definitely don't ignore this, and don't ignore the Martial Soul Trial. Each time you open up a new level, you're going to get some of the crystals to light this up as well. And these give you buffs for team as well too. So this is not just for one character. This is for, and at the end you get 100 shards for an S-grade character, which of course can be used to upgrade an SS character. So it's definitely something to look at. This is the first top-up bonus. This right here, it's got some pretty good stuff in it actually. This is the mid-month camp. I'm not exactly sure why this popped back up again. I think it's for people who didn't claim, forgot to claim, or missed the claim. It's the only thing I can think of. But I had all of them, and I got dieback when it came out. I got him at like 11 days. He had 14 days to get him. I got him, I think, at day 11. So I'm not exactly sure. But I guess if you missed it, you can get it. So it's there, I guess. I'm not sure what's back, but they brought those back up, which is nice of them. So yeah, but other than that, yeah, I just wanted to say that the time limited event, go ahead and don't forget that, and also focus on this split 2 billion. I know a lot of people were asking me; they didn't understand what it was about. So basically, you know, it's simple. You just got to get enough of the pieces to they're called fortune card shards. You need to get enough to make each one of these characters, and then once you've collected all of the fortunes, you're in the box here to be in the division for the 2 billion diamonds, and you'll get a reward of that. They split the prize pool in 4-2, so you have to have this completed by 4-1 at the end of the day. But they're giving you enough shards to do it for free. They're right here inside of the pack, right? Half anniversary login freebies, second day login freebies, right here. Okay, so yeah, you definitely want to take part in that as you know, collect the fortune, and you get, you know, it's going to be a big reward. So it's pretty nice to see in terms of that. And they've got some so that if you do miss a day, if you miss a day here, you can purchase, you know, and you can get some of the things, or if you come up short for some reason, because you know, if you don't log in for a day, let's say you don't log in for 2 days, then you're only going to get 4 days worth of the shards. That's not going to be enough to complete the event. 5 days is not going to be enough to complete the event either. I think you'll be able to do it at I think 6 days. Probably it's either 6 or 7 days. You'll probably be able to do it. I can't remember because like I said, I've hit the actual and this collect and go and doing the fortune. I've hit shards. I've hit I've hit some shards multiple times on that. So I can't really attest to the fact that how many it's going to take, but I think it's going to take like 6 days or 7 days. It may even take the 8th day when you get 40 to actually complete all of these. Okay, but if you also want to purchase a bunch of them, you can get this the Blue Silver Love Pack. It's an avatar border. If you're looking for it, that's what a lot of people are going to be purchasing, and they're going to want to get the special border. But you need a lot of shards for that, as you can see. So that's going to take a little while to get 2020. That's like a lot. I've spent quite a bit to get that, but that's what a lot of people are going to be doing that as well. But I'm not into it for that point. I just want to complete the fortune cards and be set into the ability to get this. And the blessing crystal here is just you can get some good stuff in here. You can actually get a monthly card activation. You can get some of the you get awakening points, accessory packs. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. And these are the fortune cards that you need to collect, all 7. You'll see them in your inventory. You'll see them in your bag. Right here they are as you collect them. So you need to get all of the Shrek 7 to actually complete it. As you can see, I have 5, and then those will be taken from you on the second when you are given your reward. So we'll see how many it is, but it's going to be a lot of diamonds, I'm hoping. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so don't ignore that. Definitely something you want to participate in. Other than that, just keep on going on. Like I say, I got a big jump, huge jump. I think just yesterday I think it was like 325 or something like that, and I'm already up to 355 because there was a lot of big jumps. I also awakened. Just did not even focus on it, but another level of his divine skill was active this morning too, so I did that as well. But the silver weapon, doing the hidden weapons gives you a big jump, as well as does the spirit soul. Don't see much with the spirit soul for some reason, but you will see a big jump with divine tools and a huge jump with hidden weapons. I see a lot more, a large gathering of BP whenever I upgrade or do something like this. And like I say, I actually got the Terror of Ghosts today, summoned it, and then leveled it up 4 times with Awakening branches, and that's where most of this jump came from. And I really have been focused. I've been, focusing on it because when you get the shards, what's nice about when you get the chest here and you click on it and use it, you can actually check and see how many. It's like I got no shards for that, no shards for that, no shards for that. Eternal Star Realm, no shards for that. So you can actually go through. What I did was I went through and looked. This is the one I just claimed, but it's got 60. Salt milk bottle got 4 on that, so you can see exactly how many shards you need. So I just took what I needed to complete that. What I did was I leveled up. I got the Terror of Ghost, and I think I put another. A level on the Eternal Star Realm, and that's where, like I said, I got most of the jump from. But we'll have to see. But I'm saving these right here. These will most likely go into. I'll pop out some of these whenever I go to level up my other character to. I haven't decided if I'm going to do what I'm going to do yet. If I'm going to go straight to 5 just to get the Soul Force, or if I'm going to go, I'll probably go ahead and bring one of these 2 up to 4 Sun first. Okay, but if I take 1 to 5, I can get the actual but I don't need the the diamonds at this point. Plus, we're going to get 2 billion diamond division here. I think so. I'm probably not going to need diamonds anytime in the near future. So I'll probably just go ahead and focus on doing the main team, getting them all up to 4, and then I'll take 1 up to 5 after that. But yeah, I got to do a few things like that at this point. Also working on another set. As you can see, I've got 3 pieces, 2 pieces actually, for the set. For the red soulbone is the best. The one that's specialty from the shards. So making another set of that. That's going to most likely I'm going to put. I'm going to put that on Tang San, and then move the set that was on Tang San and put that on Phoenix, because the Phoenix is still running an A+ set at this point in time. So that I might, and then I'll put this A+ set probably on God of War and just get rid of this B set. Or maybe even stick it on Oscar just temporarily, just to have a full set. It's leveled. I think I've put some levels on it, not many. Yeah, I've only put it up to 50 because I knew I was going to be getting an S set or an S. I knew I was going to be getting an S or an A+ set sooner or later. So I decided not to go ahead and spend, even though you can recycle it and whatnot. But I just didn't see the time to spend the mats. On leveling it up when I knew for a fact that at the rate that they were giving out the S sets, and I mean, we got a shop that, if you focus on collecting the medallions in the shop, I keep hitting sect because it's up there, it's the shop. If you go look at your Soulbone shop, it takes these medallions, but as you can see, I've got a bunch of these. I can create a full set of this right here. Probably 60, so 60, 120, 240. So I can make 2 more pieces of this with this, because it takes 2 each time. So It's so I could make two more pieces of that, which means I'd be one short of making a full set. But I want to try to get red sets uh, on all of the attackers and crowd control because that's what they do is attack. I'm only putting these sets on tanks or healers at this point. Don't have any. I don't see the attack set is just so much better. I know it's harder to get. It's the red set. I mean, you can only get it from the chest, but it's just so much better for what it offers. An attacker, it offers a clear elevation. So you want to make sure that that's the only one that you're focusing on for your main characters, and that's the only one that you want to make sure that you are SS plusing. Okay, do not SS plus the yellow or the orange sets, only SS plus the red for right now. Once you've got all your attackers in crowd control with the red set and they're all SS plus, then you can start doing the others. But for right now, just focus on that. I should be getting close. 55. You only get a handful of these a week. They're really hard to get, guys. I'm serious, they are. The only place you can get them is one of these really nice shops. I think it's it's right here. Okay, you can only get these from and you can only get these from doing the high level events. Unfortunately, these are not too difficult to get. But yeah, these are really hard to get. So I've been stocking up on them, and you can get like 24, 25 of these each week. So every week I make sure I max these out. And this is the Terror of Ghost. That's how I was able to complete it last time, is because I got some of the shards inside of here. The soul bones, I've got a bunch of these, so I don't really feel the need. You can get these. I get these chests fairly easy, actually. I'm not exactly sure why. They do offer them quite frequently. But yes, but there's some good stuff in here. But as you can see, I want to be once I get an idea of how frequently once I get a good set of red that's SS plus, I'll probably start maybe focusing on this stuff. The problem with this is the high level. It's the Silverweiss event, and unfortunately, it's not something that you get into all of the time. It's one of the harder events to take. It's this one right here. You have to form a party with a group, and then it's from all over. So it's like you have to choose a creative party. The party has to form, and the party has to be accepted, and it's very difficult. I mean, I create my own party and usually run my own party. But it's difficult to get, because you want to try to get all the people that match your BP so that you have a good chance. Because once you not just getting into a party that actually makes the cut, you actually have to participate. You actually have to fight and do the rounds, and then as each time you fight, you get points, and those points can be substituted to get these. You can get these fairly easy, okay, but these are only get when you actually do complete in the main tournament event. I didn't quite make the cut for the massive tournament. They only take the top. I think they take the top. I don't know. I think I was 64 is where I was when the final count dropped for our team. We're only like a mid-level team, and we're not quite to the level where these high end teams are. But they take the top. We weren't quite there. We were actually fairly close. I was actually surprised how close we got, which means a lot of the group participated. But we did get quite a few of the points. But that's the reason I'm competing this is fully, and these are the focus, because this is the needed to SS plus your soul bones. There's not going to be SS plus soul bone shards offered in an event or anything like that. Okay, there's S. You're going to get soul bones. They're going to be S soul bones, and when you enhance them with the spirit source, it makes them SS plus. That's the only way to get them. I like that. And you don't see these very often, and when you do see them, it usually costs money. I think they did have an event a while back where you get like maybe 30 or 40 with some time, but most of the time that costs money. But this is the only place to get them, the spirit source. So you want to definitely want to try to focus on that. So just you keep trying in the Silverweiss, but it's the only place to get them. So you got to do it, and that's why I say you want to max up your BP because the higher your BP, the more chances you'll have of forming a team. You want to try to get a team that all of you match, so that you're average because you have to, it's a three battle. It's a three best of three. Is each fight is best of three, so you have to win two of them. So having one person in your team who's let's say I'm 355 and another person in my team is 355, but then there's a person in your team that's like 600. Um, that's going to rack up your BP immensely, your BP average. Okay, and then what that's just going to do is means the three choice for battles you have are going to be higher BP. Unfortunately, only one of you is going to be able to win that battle, and that's the one with the 600 BP. But you have to win two. So you don't want to have somebody in your team that's way overpowered. You want to have all three around the same BP so that when the average is done, you'll be getting other teams that are close to or below your average so that you can win. You get more points when you win. Okay, so don't pick out a team that's not. Yeah, so all three want to be even. I have rejected several teams where I've had, we've had two of us that were, and there was one that was way too high. It's just not, it could, it's common, your opponents are based on your average. If you have somebody that's like twice as strong or twice as much BP, that jacks your average up. Okay, that wouldn't be a problem if you only had to win one fight, but you have to win the best of three, so you have to win two fights. Okay, and it just it whacks everything out, and the people are just too high for you, and the chances of you winning two to get are very slim to none, depending on how high that third person's BP is. So always choose a team that's roughly the same, so your average will be in mesh with the three options, and you'll have three options to fight each battle. One will be slightly lower than you, one will be right at your BP, and one will be a little bit higher than your BP. Okay, so you've got, I usually choose the middle or the lower one just to guarantee two wins so that we get more coins. But yeah, if you put somebody that has high BP, even one that's lower than your BP, you're still only going to be able to win one because your BP's out of whack. Because it's an average that they choose, not based on it's all three. You know, add all three together, divide by three to get the average. So you need to make sure that your team is roughly all about the same BP. When I do that, we have pretty good success. Usually averagely walk away with about 100, between 80 to 100 of the gold tokens that we can use to purchase the spirit source. But yeah, so that's what that's about. So yeah, but you got to get up into the higher levels for that before you'll start being able to form a team. And don't be afraid to create your own party. Don't be afraid to start a party. Um, and don't be afraid to start a party, and don't be afraid to text or send a message to people who are roughly your same BP to see if they want to join the team. Okay, I formed two teams like that. So yeah, you can try different things, uh, but you got to get a party. It's got to be three, and then you got to participate, and you get those. But that's the only way to get the SS plus, and the bump is huge, guys. The bump from this is just amazingly high in terms of BP. Okay, taking these up to SS plus is just ridiculous. I also love the design. I think they look totally cool. It's got that mean look to it. But yeah, yeah, definitely something to go for. And of course, only do the soul bones, the red soul bones at this point, simply because of the fact that those are the best soul bones out there. So you want to SS plus all of them first. Once you're done with that, then you can start doing your yellows and oranges. But that's the way I would advise to do it, since it's a very, very rare material. It's even rarer than the deep sea silver, because you can at least get that from a guaranteed to get that on a 10 pull from an awakening chest. You pull 10, you're guaranteed to get this right here. Nuh-uh. The only place to get that, the spirit for is in that shop, and you got to participate in the Silverweiss to get that. Okay, and not a lot of people participated. I'm actually surprised at the number of participants. Um, uh, usually when you're scrolling through the list, there's usually only about 25 to 30 teams. So, you know, and it's got to have 3 in each team. So we need to get more people to participate in it. But it's a higher level tournament, so that's why. Okay, but yeah, it's not, participate as much as you can, but always look for it. When you click on the arena, Silverweiss, you'll see a gate. Where the standard tournament just ended, so these are the top teams. But when it's open, you'll see in the center of the screen, you'll see a gate, and you click on the gate and it says create party. You click on the gate, it'll show all the parties. Scroll down to somebody roughly within your BP, and then you join a team that's roughly the same BP. And if you get 3 people, and then your party's created and you're ready to go. So that's what you want to try to do. And then it's just a matter of you do 6 battles each day for like I think it's 2 or 3 days, and then each time you do that, you get points. If you win or lose, if you win, you get more points, and then those points can be turned in right here for these right here. So as you can see, we all participated. Okay, okay. So we all participated in our fights. We got 36. So you have to get the points to do this. And as you can see, you get quite a bit of these. So you'll probably never run out of these, but you only get one, two. See, so that's not a lot of these to get. Okay, so you got to participate to get the points. But yeah, it's definitely worth it, guys, because this is what you want to get for right here. Okay. All right, so that's all I got. Just sorry I ran on a little bit long there. But I had somebody that wanted to question about the SS Plus Soul Bones. I weren't sure how to go about doing it. Weren't sure where to get the actual the items at. So I just wanted to let everybody know it's a higher level tournament. But once you get to the point where it's you're eligible for it, you should immediately start trying to participate. And you're not going to get into it every week. There's times I don't. I usually do end up getting into it, like every 85, 80, 80 to 85, 90% of the time I'll get into it. But there are some times I just don't. I'm not able to form a team in the time that's needed, because you only have a certain limit when you can actually apply for a team before the actual tournament starts. But yeah, you should definitely participate if you can. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time you drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as it helps the channel immensely. Ken Muir coming at you from the corner, signing out.